Good morning, everybody. This is Lachendro reaching out to you and joining you here for our webinar this morning with Melva Newbrough at North American, and I'm excited to have her back with us. We are lucky enough to have a limited distributed product here with North American called PrimePath, and today we're going to go over the details on that. This product, I've been every conversation I'm having with my producers has been super exciting, and they've been impressed with what this product has to offer. And I'm not going to take the floor from Melva here, but I just get really excited talking about this product. I see a lot of folks in here that's attending here today that I do not recognize the name on. So for those of you that are new to us and this is your first webinar with IAMS, welcome aboard. Excited to talk to you soon. And for those that are joining us again, I recognize a few of these names as well. Welcome back. I'm going to go over a couple things about IAMS for those that are new to us and for those that have maybe you might need a little reminder of some of the perks that we have here at IAMS. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Right out of the bat, when you contract with IAMS, in the first 6 months, whatever the production is that you write with us, starting from $100,000 level, going up to $1 million, and of course, after $1 million, we wouldn't stop you there. We're going to give you a little something back, just to let you know that we are here to be your partner. We are here to help you grow your business and hit those goals, production goals, and personal business goals that you might have. So these are just ideas under each of these levels. It could be $750 in cash. Maybe you want to pay off, some old receipts or something that you have from mailers or something that you've done. Maybe you're looking for a new website. Maybe you want us to help build your social media platforms. We can do all of that here. I'm going to talk about our creative team here in a minute. But the nice thing about this is that we think outside the box. So don't think that these are the only options that you have at hitting those levels. Your director that you're working with will go over different options, get to know you a little bit, know your business. If preset appointments and virtual leads aren't your thing, then we're certainly not going to talk to you about that if that's not a good fit for you. We're going to talk to you about other avenues and ways that you can grow your business and put that money where it belongs to hit those goals. So if you have any questions on this, don't hesitate to let your director or myself know. Also, I know you like referrals. I think it's the best form of flattery that's out there. Well, we like referrals as well. And what we do here with those that have sent us a referral is we give them a little something back. We want to pay you and let you know we really appreciate you thinking of IAMS and thinking highly enough about us that you would refer a colleague or an associate in the business over to us. With that, we give you $50 bonus right out of the gate when they contract with IAMS, and then $1,000 when they write their referral business, additional business. And you can see where that could obviously add up with the basis points and things that the overrides that we would pay you. Now that comes out of IAMS pocket. That is not going to shave anything off of what commission or things like that the referral agent or the referred agent would receive. So that is a check written directly from IAMS quarterly to you for referring that producer over to us. Another thing that keeps folks part of the IAMS family and staying with us is our back office support. It is one of a kind. Every time I talk to new agents and let them know that they have us to do all their case design assistance. They have us to help them with the correct forms. They have us to help them. We do. We actually, our new business team will stay on the phone for an hour with the carrier to get status for you and let you know what that status of the case is every 2 to 3 days. We literally are your back office. And have over 80 carriers on the life and annuity side to really find the best solutions for your clients. So don't hesitate to utilize us for any of those needs. I encourage everybody to go onto our IAMS website. That's www.iamsinc.com. On here, you're going to have a plethora of resources, anywhere from term quoters, or if you're looking for the best MIGA rate, or if you're looking for forms. Our sales resource library is something that people can utilize, and there's a ton of information, fact finders, one-page concepts, PowerPoints, all sorts of goodies on our website. I do encourage everybody to take a minute, go through that. If you ever want your annuity director or somebody here at IAMS to take you through a little tour and show you around, just let us know. Be happy to do that as well. On our website, we have Firelight. And Firelight is something I want everybody to register for as soon as they get contracted with us. I think Melva can contest that this is the best way to submit applications. This is going to solve a majority of those problems and missing a question or pulling the incorrect form. Carriers absolutely love it. Your processing time is going to be so much faster with a carrier. Your approval time will be faster. Your issue time will be faster, and you getting paid your commission will be faster. Melva, do you have anything that you want to add from the carrier standpoint on Firelight?
Gosh, no, I mean, everything that Lisa just said is fantastic. It may take you a little bit longer to get through that first one, but as you use it, it's such a great way of, if forms change, they're going to update for you on there. The not in good orders are cut down, I would say by 90 to 95%. So it's fantastic.
That's a big number. Now, I know there's
Hmm.
a lot of folks that, you can still print it out, like complete everything. You can still print it out if you want to go be person to person with your client, and then we can upload that signed application to Firelight. So there still is, some different avenues and different ways that you can use Firelight. We are happy to walk you through the first few apps. We also have training videos on our Firelight. So when you actually log in to the Firelight, you can click on training videos that'll help you move, through the process as well. So don't hesitate to let us know what kind of questions. It is worth our time. It is worth your time as well to go over these and help you out, get you comfortable, and then you won't use any other way after that, I can guarantee you. So just let us know if you'd like us to walk you through there. I mentioned before we have our creative marketing team when I was talking about our new producer builders program. So our creative team they are just extremely gifted on what they do. They can do anything from putting a marketing analysis together for you, a report. That's something that your director and you and the creative team all works together on. They can slap your name on some nice marketing material. They can create um, a website, social media from scratch. Literally, they can do it all from A to Z. They are in-house here at IAMS. So it's not like we're going to send you to another 800 number and you push 5 and pound and get some person, talk to 5 different people. They are all employees here at IAMS and part of the IAMS team here. So if you have any questions on that, just let us know. Also, we provide access to Retirement Analyzer and we pay for it as well. So once you're contracted and writing business with us, this is something that you can add as far as, showing your clients a more professional looking presentation. It's got charts. It's a great way to show them their shortfall at retirement. So if you have any interest in this, just give us a call, let us know, and we'll get you going. Our IAMS Wealth Management Group is one of the best assets that we have here, for our producers and agents. Now, whether you are securities licensed or not securities licensed, IAMS Wealth Management can still help you. If you are in wanting to join IAMS Wealth Management, they can do their service is going to be just like the service you receive here at IAMS. They help you build your website. They do all your compliance, and we all know how fun compliance is, right? Well, IAMS Wealth Management takes all those headaches off your shoulders and takes care of all that for you. Now, what I want to point out to those that are not securities licensed, IAMS can also help you in that avenue as well. And what I mean by that is if you do not want to get registered, or let's say it's just not in your plan, your professional plan right now, might be later, IAMS Wealth Management has staff to help those clients that might need to be in a security product. And they will help you. This is a way for you to keep your client in your own backyard. I remember before I had my securities license and when I was an agent out there, I had to refer some of my clients that um, to another, colleague. And if you think that he didn't try to take the rest of the business, you're mistaken. There's nothing worse than getting burned on that, especially when you have that relationship and the rapport with that client. So this is a perfect way to keep your clients in your control and your backyard. And the best part of this is that they won't solicit any other business. We want that business all comes through you. And then if you do decide to get registered, we're going to transfer that client right back to you. Who does that? Nobody. So if you have any questions with IAMS Wealth Management, I'm going to put a poll up here. Go ahead and just click yes. And I'll be sure we have one of our guys in IAMS Wealth Management get in touch with you, answer any questions. They're really the experts on all that and get you all comfortable and ready to go. So I'll leave this up for just another 30 seconds. Melva, are we going to see any sunshine in the Midwest ever again?
Oh, I know. I'm like, it is so dreary. Just,
Um,
we need some vitamin D. That's for sure.
yep, I'm over it.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Appreciate everybody for selecting an answer yes or no there. I'm going to keep on trucking here, like my grandpa used to say. Ooh, we have our Life and Annuity Academy coming up. This is something that we just had with North American. When was that? A month or so ago? Was it that long ago already?
Yeah, I think
Um,
so. Yeah.
Huge success with that. North American was awesome to partner with, and we try to hold one or two or three of these a year. We take care of all the expenses. We take care of the plane tickets, the travel, the food, the drinks, the entertainment, the everything. So the what we're looking for is we're looking for successful producers to come to our academies, hear from some of the best in the industry. North American brought in some pretty awesome experts as well. And it's not insurance 101. This is going to be more advanced. So if you are looking for ways to take your business to the next level, definitely want to make sure you go onto our website and register for our next Life and Annuity Academy and get your name on that list. So if you are interested in learning more about it, or if you need me to, oops, wrong poll. If you need me to send you the registration link, just select yes on this poll here that I just launched and be happy to answer any questions, get you registered, talk about, the agenda on our next academy, or if it's something that you are interested for, maybe next year or something like that, get your name on the list because we have very limited seats for these academies. They're very personable. You'll be rubbing elbows with other successful producers in the industry and definitely get a ton of compliments. Everybody loves it, wants to come back, but we don't let them come back for almost 2 years because we want to give everybody a chance. So I'll leave this up for another few seconds and then we'll keep moving. Oh, I'm making good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to close that poll. We're going to keep on going here. Um, we have our top producer trip coming, and Steve just lowered this from 4.5 million to 4 million. We still have some time to qualify for that. The end of the qualification period is June 30th of this year, so that's next month. But if you've already started writing business with us, please know that it's only 4 million now to qualify. We will be going to the Greenbrier. For those of you that like to golf, this would be a great trip for that. It also has a lot of other different things that you can do at the resort. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely let us know. I'd be happy to get you additional information, or maybe you want to just see where you're at on your point scale. We can get that over to you as well. Avi, we have Facebook and LinkedIn. We are a marketing organization. I do encourage you all to go join us there, take a look at it, share a post. It's a great way for you to stay in touch with, what's going on in our industry. And with that, Melva, I am
Yes.
going to pass it on to you because they're really here to listen to you, I think.
All righty. Sounds good. Thanks so
Uh,
much, Lisa.
you got it. And I
All
will
right.
go ahead and leave the question box open for anybody that is, once, has a particular question. And with this being a fairly new product, uh, there are some pretty darn good questions that with folks that I've been talking to the last couple of weeks. So don't hesitate. I love to try to stump Melva. I don't get to stump her very often because she's been with North American for 100 years, but
Seems like it.
right. But
I love it.
definitely throw your questions in there. She's totally cool with us interrupting her and going over there because she wants you to have a good understanding of this product as well. With that, Melva, I'll give you the floor.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Lisa. And thanks again for letting me be part of your webinar presentation here today. So excited that IAMS has been able to add our PrimePath Pro product to their product portfolio. Like Lisa mentioned, this is a proprietary product. Not all IMO relationships have this product. So this is super exciting, and we've been getting a lot of great conversations. So we'll get started here. Again, North American, I am Melva Newbrough. I'm going to go over today just a few things about working with North American, the benefits of that, and then we're going to look at our PrimePath Pro product. So to start out with, why North American? Why would you want to work with us? Well, number one, our rating. We are an A+ rated carrier, and we're A+ not only with AM Best, but we're also A+ with both S&P and Fitch. So very strong rated company to work with. Second thing is we've got some really great stability. What I mean by that is we are a privately owned company. We're not publicly traded. What that affords North American is that we can really look out to the future. We are planning for 5, 10, 15, 20 years into the future, and we don't really have to succumb to those short-term pressures of changes. So we've got the strength, we've got the stability, and then we've got some great support. This is a map of our sales team regions. This is expanding to 8 regions. That's going to be coming up on the 16th. But for right now, we do have this select group of regional sales directors. And why I show you this, IAMS is an awesome, I know their support is fantastic. Every time you call there, you get a person answer the phone, whether that is the president of the company himself, who will pick up the phone if no one else is answering. Somebody is going to pick up. but there's going to be some times where maybe Lisa is taking some time off and you can't reach her. This is a great opportunity to partner one-on-one with a regional sales director for your region. And they actually do some traveling as well. So if you need some additional training, additional support on anything here, they are the person to call. So we've got our strength, stability, and support. Now we're going to talk just a little bit about a couple of benefits that we have, or value adds is what I like to call these for the agents. Lisa had talked to you a little bit about using EAP, using that Firelight system. It is so fantastic, and it just really gets your apps issued faster, which, like Lisa said, gets you paid faster. What we are also offering, and this is supported on the IAMS EAP Firelight platform, if you click North American to start an application, you're going to have an option to do new application, or you're also going to have this suitability pre-check option that comes up. Well, all that means is that if you've got any questions at all about, will this go through suitability? I'm not quite sure if the clients have this many assets or their percent of liquidity, anything like that, you can actually get on the system, you choose the suitability pre-check, complete the information that we need from you, and without having to involve the client at all, they don't have to sign off on this form. You submit it to a reviewer that comes directly to our suitability team. It does say you'll hear back from us within 48 hours. Normally that is much less than that. It's generally within 24 hours, and we can get a rush on that if that's something that you need a decision on quicker than that. Suitability basically reviews that file, just like they're doing an actual suitability check if the consumer profile came into the office. They're going to get you a decision right away. They're going to either email you back to say, yep, this is a go. And once you complete that application, it's not going to go back through the suitability team at all. They're going to say, well, we think we can approve this, but we may need a little more information from you. And at that point, then you can go in, unlock the suitability, make those corrections, resubmit it for review. Or they may say, you know what, this is just not a case that we're comfortable with. And you'll know right up front without having to have that client sign off on anything. So essentially super easy. Again, if you get an approval, there's a spot right on the Firelight system where you go in and say complete app. All that information is going to load for you. You just complete the rest of the application and do your signatures as normal. So really great opportunity for you there. The other side of that is that our suitability team will actually speak to the agents pre-sale. So if you are a person that just does not use the computer, you're not an EAP type of person, that's okay. You can also do a suitability pre-check by calling the suitability review team, and I have their number listed there. So this is one team where you can actually speak to a representative. They are definitely going to say, hey, we'd appreciate you use the suitability pre-check, but they're not going to turn away your call. They're certainly going to answer your question. Another thing that we're offering here as a value add is, along with IAMS' great program to pay producers, we have a program called the EPC program, Exclusive Producers Connection. What this is giving you is another opportunity to earn some additional commissions. So with $2 million in paid annuity, fixed indexed annuity business in a calendar year, we're going to give you an additional 50 basis points in compensation. If you reach $4 million in paid production, it's an additional 1%. And at $8 million, it's an additional 1.5%. So you're saying, well, that's great. You're going to pay me 50 basis points extra on anything I write after I hit the $2 million. But we will actually go back and pay you retroactively to that first dollar. So you're going to get paid that additional 50 basis points on the first $2 million plus everything going forward. If you hit the $4 million, we're going to go back and pay you that additional commission that you would have earned on the full $4 million, and then a full additional 1% going forward, and so on. So a great opportunity for you guys to earn some additional commissions by writing business with our great North American annuity product. All right. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Here is our PrimePath Pro. And this is going to come in a 10 and a 12-year surrender charge option. And I like to kind of narrow this down to three categories. The PrimePath Pro offers a save it option, spend it, or leave it. So let's get into this. So just to get started, ooh, that's kind of small. Sorry about that. I added this today. So just the basics of the product, right? So our issue ages on the 10-year plan writes all the way through age 79, as long as we get it issued before the client turns age 80. The 12-year product issues through age 75. It is limited in California to age 52, 40 to 52. And because this is an income product, it is ages 40 is our minimum age to write the product. Note, please, this is a flexible premium product. You need at least $20,000 minimum premium to start the product, but it is flexible premium through the life of the contract. Here's our surrender charge schedule. The 10-year schedule does start at the 10% and ratchets down. 12-year starts at a 14% surrender charge and goes down. And your penalty-free withdrawal, which is a little different, is 7% of your accumulation value anytime after the first contract year. And if you do take a withdrawal, you are still going to get the roll-up benefit, which we'll talk about in a little bit. All right. So we've got our Save It feature. So Save It is basically talking about, there we go. Give a screen to change. Sorry about that. So the Save It feature is talking about, hey, this is actually a really good opportunity for a client to have some really decent interest rates on a product that is a 10-year chassis that they can just set it and forget it. So along with the fact that, it has all these different bells and whistles, Save It is, I'm going to look at a sample illustration here where I have split this off into 5 different allocation methods where 40% of the funds are going to be subject to a small strategy charge to enhance the participation rate. And then your other 60% is going into 2 S&P indexing classes and then an older Morgan Stanley class that we had prior to adding this new Morgan Stanley Dynamic Global Index. So this is a really nice diversified portfolio for the clients to utilize. Well, clearly I needed to move this over a little bit. I apologize.
Melva,
So
I hate to
this is,
interrupt you,
yeah,
but
what's that?
are you going to get into
Can
the
you?
true up on the strategy fees?
Oh, see, I always write this down and then I forget to add this, and I apologize for my
No
screen
worries, no
here. It's
worries.
a
I
little
know
strange.
folks do
So,
not like to see fees on their illustrations and things like that, but
yep,
Melvin, if you wouldn't
yep,
mind going over that true up feature, that's a game changer right there.
absolutely. So if you'll notice here there's 2 strategies that I have listed here that are MSDG. That's Morgan Stanley Dynamic Global. And we've got an annual point-to-point that's giving you 120% par and a 2-year point-to-point at 170% participation. Well, we're getting those higher participation rates because I've got these added as a 95 basis point strategy charge. So like Lisa said, gosh, I really didn't want to spend a fee to have that enhanced participation, but it's worth it. It's really a no risk opportunity to get those higher rates. And what I mean by that is at the end of the 10-year surrender charge schedule or the 12-year surrender charge schedule, what we're going to do as a company is we're going to look to see how much did the client pay in those strategy charges to get the enhanced participation rate, and how much credited interest rate did they get for electing that strategy charge. If they didn't get enough credited interest rate to make up for the dollars that they spent to get those enhancements, then we're going to make that client whole. So again, a no risk opportunity to earn that enhanced participation rate. So a lot of times I'll do illustrations where we've got a couple of different of the enhanced participation rates, and we'll do a 50-50 split between the annual point-to-point and the 2-year point-to-point. You can put whatever amount in you wish into the strategy charges, including zero. These are available with no fees as well. As long as, just remember that the amount that is allocated to those enhancements are the only percentage of your premium that's going to get charged the strategy charge. So that's why I mentioned that in this case, you're only getting charged a strategy fee on 40% of the funds that you're adding. All right. One of the big things to note on here with this allocation strategy, the annual effective rate, this is net fees, is 6.23%. And that's with, you're offering basically 4 different indexing strategies. You've got annual point-to-points and 2-year point-to-points. So a 6.23 most recent annual effective rate. The highest 10 years out of the last 20 years is showing at an 8.13 net fees. And even the lowest 10 years out of the last 20, the lowest 10 out of the last 20 is still almost 6%. It's a 5.95% net fee. And if you'll notice on your most recent history with this type of blending, there are no zero returns, no zeros. That's pretty huge. And that's correct even in the lowest 10 out of the last 20, no zeros.
And just a little history on North American. I mean, it's Salmon's Financial, right? If they have never been noted as a bad carrier in the last 20 years, they've been in the top FIA carriers in the industry, last 20 years. So that includes the last recession, that just with the times that we're in right now, and then along with the illustration that the page that we were previously at, I mean, that's a great story to tell your clients. Hey, for what's going on and the uncertainty right now, North American has the reputation and the history of showing that they're an extremely strong carrier, one of the strongest carriers out in the industry. So this is going to be, even if everything just goes downhill and we don't know what the future is going to bring, but that's what's scaring people right now. At least you can give
It
them the
is.
comfort knowing that you're giving them the absolute best solution possible.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for adding that, Lisa. That's perfect. Hey, one thing, and I'm making a humongous note for myself for the next webinar, but the big thing that I forgot to mention about this product with when telling you just the basics, this is a no fee income product. So there is no charge to have all of these save it, spend it, leave it features. It's no fee to the client to have that. So just keep that in mind as well. That's pretty huge, and I did forget to mention that at the beginning. So I apologize for that. So we went through kind of the save it feature. Now we're going to look at the spend it and really how this income benefit base side is going to roll up for you and the features that are included in this product at no fee. Again. So your benefit base, or that income and death benefit side, is rolling up by 200% of the interest credited. So if your accumulation value goes up by 4%, your benefit base side is going up by 8%. The income is available on this product immediately. The client can start taking that within 30 days after the issue date. They can elect both a level or an increasing income stream, and they can also elect single or joint income. Now, no decisions need to be made about how they wish to take the income stream until they're ready to turn that faucet on. That lifetime income stream also includes a doubler, where they can double their lifetime income benefit for up to 5 years or until the account value goes to zero. And this is not contingent upon a true confinement feature. This benefit is available based upon the client not being able to perform 2 out of 6 activities of daily living. Also to note with that is, number one, is this doubler available in California? Yes, I am super excited to tell you it most certainly is. So we were so excited to get California to agree to let us have that doubler. It's really hard to get that type of feature in that state. Also, I have questions on, okay, so if I've got qualified money and I choose joint income, does that activities of daily living doubler is it only based upon the owner of the IRA? No, you can trigger that benefit if you are doing a joint income. That can be triggered by either spouse. And if the first spouse passes before that full 5-year benefit is paid and there is still an account value, then the remaining 5 years can be paid out to the other spouse, provided they qualify for that ADL benefit as well. Let's take a look a little bit here. I've got a chart of the lifetime payment percentages that are included on here. I think some of the key ages, 60, 65, 70, where note that the percentages increase by 10 basis points for every age between there. So you see at age 65, for example, it shows a 4.7 single level payment percentage. So at 66, it would be 4.8, 67, 4.9, and so on. So it's increasing by 10 bips between each of those age ranges. We've also got your increasing, which is 50 basis points lower. And if you did want joint, then again, that's 50 basis points lower, and it is based upon the youngest person.
Hey,
So to kind of
Melva,
give you, yep,
I do have a question here. They want to know if that
good.
doubler also will work for Alzheimer's.
It's really the only type of proof that we need to turn that on is basically going to be a statement from a physician that states the client cannot perform 2 out of 6 activities of daily living and are expected to remain in that state, period. That's what we need in order to turn that feature on. So if Alzheimer's is they have one of those 6 or 2 of those 6 activities that they can't perform, and I don't have those listed on here, but I've got a flyer on that as well. It will count to turn that doubler on. Does that help?
Pretty easy process.
Yeah, it really is. No other type of underwriting at all on that. Okay. So with that, great questions, by the way. I love it. Okay. So this is this is the same screen, but this time I want you to kind of take a peek at the last column here. So the level lifetime income column. So this is the effect of the doubler for you. So on the most recent, and I did a valued client age 60, and I did, okay, this would just be a level lifetime income, age 60. So at age 65, this $100,000 would create an income of $16,541 per year for this client. The highest would give them $22,981, and the lowest, which I can only read, $15,008 something. So still, even with the lowest annual effective rate and the effect on that benefit base, it is still going to give that client a really nice income level payment. I've been running quite a few increasing incomes. If you do have a client, say age 60, 65, I've even seen it for 70, running an increasing income opportunity, because the increase is going to be based upon that credited interest rate. So yes, you may get a zero in a year where it doesn't go up, but it's never going to go backward. And if you have a great year, for example, year 2 on here showing a 12.3% credited interest rate, your income would go up by that percentage. So it's a pretty lucrative thing if the clients do want to see some sort of a cost of living inflation opportunity or safety net for themselves. And we can run it both ways, level or increasing, single or joint. All right. So we've got through the save it, we've got through the spend it, where the income stream is happening here. Now let's just say, you know what, I just want to let this grow a while, and I really want to use this as an enhanced death benefit. That is available whether or not you do turn on your income stream. And basically how that works is that your benefit base, that whole, that income side, death benefit side that's rolling up at that 200% of interest credits, can be used by a beneficiary to take that larger dollar amount as long as they pay that out over 5 equal payments. If they're not wanting to do a 5-pay, that is no problem. The full accumulation value can be paid out as a lump sum. But at least they have that opportunity to offer the beneficiaries an enhanced, a larger benefit-based death benefit provision. So now I'm going to just touch on the highlights of the product, versus the competition. Where are we? So number one, there is no rider fee. No rider fee on this product ever. The only fee that the client may incur, and this is optional for them, is if they wanted to utilize those enhanced participation rates and pay that strategy charge. Otherwise, no fee. No wait for income. Clients can turn this on immediately, 30 days after the issue date of the policy. To elect a joint income, the only issue is it does have to be a spouse. And if this is, say, qualified money or a single owner on a non-qualified, the spouse must be listed as the sole primary beneficiary. That makes them eligible to do a joint income at election time. This includes that enhanced death benefit option, again, at no additional fee to the client, where it will pay out that benefit base to a beneficiary over 5 payments. This does go to that beneficiary, whether that beneficiary takes all 5 payments or the beneficiary happens to pass and they have a contingent. The 5 years will pay to someone if that option is elected. And it doesn't stop if you do take the opportunity to elect your income to start. That benefit base is still going to be there for a beneficiary. Now, it is going to reduce each year, but depending upon how many years you've taken an income stream, there's still going to be an account value and a benefit to choose from for those beneficiaries. I didn't get my extra stars added, Lisa, I apologize, but flexible premium. This is just huge and very uncommon. It's becoming more and more uncommon with products, particularly income products, to be able to add premium to them once they are issued.
I'll second
So,
that. I
and
mean, like I said, we
yeah,
have over 80 carriers. So when I'm talking to guys, I mean, the 2 biggest features that they are impressed with is the flexible premium. You can turn that, you can add additional, like I'm doing illustrations where we're maybe turning income on in year 2, but in year 5, they inherited some more money or they have some other money coming up and they want to put it in there, then you can do that. Even
Mm-hmm.
after you
Yep.
turn on the income rider, the free income rider, you can also add additional, it's flex premium, so you can add to it through the life of the contract. That's the one of the biggest highlights that people are pointing out on this product when I'm talking to them, and we usually have to talk about it for a little bit because they almost don't believe me. But it is a true flexible premium product, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and super nice if you are working with clients, say that they have a 401k pension plan and they're just real concerned about the interest rate environment, about whether they're going to be losing some of their premium in there. They could peel off a portion, put that first portion in something safe like this to grow that income stream, and then maybe in a year or so they're going to say, gosh, I want to peel another portion off, or if the market does tank, they want to get the rest of that out of there. You can do that. You have that opportunity because of the flexible premiumness. And then you've got your upside potential basically by enhancing those participation rates. And as Lisa mentioned and had me go over again, the true up feature is there for the client. So if they do choose to go for those higher participation rates by paying that strategy fee, at the end of that surrender charge period, we're going to make sure that they've made enough to compensate them. And with that, there I am. So thank you for your time. I do have my number listed there for you as well as my email. But again, I am Melva Newbrough. I've been working with Lisa for quite some time now and have been with the company for 22 years. So I love what I do, as you can imagine, and we're super excited to have the opportunity to work with IAMS and with the producers to offer this great new product.
It's a game changer,
Anybody got,
guys.
yeah,
Melva, thank you
questions?
so much for joining us. I do have my last poll. I promise is the last poll because we're pretty much done here. If you want to get contracted with North American, see an illustration on this product, have somebody in mind, maybe even just see a sample illustration, and we can go over that with you in more detail. Different scenarios. As you can see, there are a lot of flexible options here. So maybe you have a client that's just focused on the enhanced death benefit. Well, one thing I hear agents that are newer to the FIA space is that annuities can be complicated. And you don't have to go and overcomplicate an annuity with your client. You can just point out the features that are important to them. Let them know that it's got other features too, in case something, life changes. But really just focus in your conversation about that enhanced death benefit, or maybe it is lifetime income, or maybe it's increasing income because they're scared of inflation. Um, Maybe it's, they can't afford that LTC. So, the doubler is what's important. So we focus and run those illustrations to focus on those particular needs. We can do that for you. So yeah, oh, did I launch it? Yeah, I did. Sorry,
I can't
losing
see
my
it. All
mind.
I can see is my screen.
But Melva, do you have anything else that you want to add? Any other comments or feedback that you're getting from other producers out there that you think that would be notable, and for the folks that we have on the call today?
Gosh, no. I mean, we've been doing a lot of illustrations on these, and hopefully getting some good sales in. Guess just to let you know, we will take up if the client is 70 or younger. Our max premium is 2 million. Um, which I'm just throwing that out there for you guys, but we will entertain additional large case exceptions as well. So keep that in mind if the clients are looking to utilize this for one of those three features. That we're a great home for that.
Awesome. Well, guys, we're going to get you out of here a little early. Again, I want to appreciate you all for joining us here today. Appreciate you responding to the polls. It's just a great way for us to make sure that we're taking care of you. If there is any questions you have, Melva is great to contact. Don't hesitate to contact me, or, if you're already working with another sales director here in the office, they'd be happy to answer questions as well. We're all very well versed on the product. Um, with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. For those mothers out there, have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Thank you
Mhm.
for all you do, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, Melva. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye.